We take things in a very different direction today as I take a look at 4 books on getting organized. This is Tom Fox, and welcome to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is a book review where I curate 4 books on a specific topic for the compliance professional or the business executive. I know you'll enjoy it. One of the great lists of books for the compliance profession is found in the EthicsVerse Library, which is curated by Ethico. Last week I began an exploration of their library, and we had so much fun we decided to do it for the month of August. So, more from the EthicsVerse Library. First up, Blind Spots, by Max Baseman and Tinsbrell and Kate McQueen. When confronted by an ethical dilemma, most of us feel like we would stand up for our principles, but we are not as ethical as we think. In Blind Spots, the authors examine the ways we overestimate our ability to do what is right and how we act unethically without meaning to. From the collapse of Enron to corruption in the tobacco industry to the sales of the defective Ford Pinto and beyond. All of these ethical failures illustrate how we can become more ethical, bridging the gap between who we are and who we want to be. The authors believe that the scandals will continue to emerge unless someone takes an approach into the account of the psychology individuals face when ethical dilemmas arise. Next up, The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. Have you ever wondered what happens? Was it worth it? Or continue to do something you knew was bad for you? The author provides examples of cognitive biases, simple errors we make in our day-to-day judgment. It's a simple, clear, and surprisingly indispensable book that will change the way you think and transform your decision-making. It reveals in 99 short chapters the most common errors of judgment and how to avoid them. Next up, Conducting Risk Management Using a Behavioral Approach to Protect Your Board and Financial Services Business. Conduct risk is at the core of behavioral regulation, a new approach to regulating financial services, whose agencies and public prosecutors have rapidly spread across the globe. Prosecutors intervene to assertively challenge financial services to providers to show clear evidence of a new customer-centric approach, which understands and responds to the hidden drivers of customer behavior. Conducting risk management is a tool for recognizing and acting and predicting conduct risk and as it impacts businesses. The book sees beyond the economic and other box-ticking traditions of risk management. When senior managers step in, all staff helps to use a positive conduct risk. The author sets out plainly what practitioners need to understand about a regulator's intentions to prove compliance and protect your business. And finally, Influence, New and Expanded, The Psychology of Persuasion by Bob Cialdini. It builds on Cialdini's most famous book and his continued basic life journey in influence. In this new edition, the best-selling author of Persuasion, the seminal expert in the fields of influence and persuasion, explains the psychology of why people say yes and how to apply these insights ethically in businesses of everyday setting. So what are some of Cialdini's principles? Reciprocity, commitment, and consistency, social proof, liking, authority, and scarcity, and unity, the newest principle for this book. Understanding these areas will help you in whatever role you find yourself in going forward. If you've enjoyed this podcast, I hope you will subscribe or rate and review wherever great podcasts are listened to. Have a great weekend. I'm proud to announce the latest podcast in production in the Compliance Podcast Network is our next season of Adventures in Compliance, how Sherlock Holmes informs your compliance program, in which I dissect the 4 novels of Sherlock Holmes. If you want to upgrade your compliance, check out the Compliance Tip of the Day, the Gold Award-winning compliance podcast, which gives you 1 tip with 3 key takeaways of something you can do each day at little or no cost to improve your compliance program. But speaking of books, if you like something new and different, check out the Compliance Kids series on Amazon.com, which explains compliance through the eyes of children. If you have a category of books you'd like explored on the Sunday Book Review, please shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.